Alright, guys, so, what me and Hector have decided to do, so Hector's here with us. You gonna say hi?
Yeet.
So we've got Hector here with us, so we're gonna be doing something new this time. What we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be doing a podcast, so welcome to the Krusteazy podcast, and that'll be something that we'll explain probably in this episode as to why we're calling it the Krusteazy. So, like I said, we've got Hector here, and we've got a couple stories that we're gonna tell, and just talk, So, I think the first thing we're gonna talk about is probably about how we met, because me and Hector have been lifelong friends for years and years now. And so, Hector, he had moved in a couple houses down.
Okay, so I think it was what? Okay, so there's four houses.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I moved into the third house.
Well,
y'all were living in a second house.
Yeah, we were living in the second house. And there was this big old, tree wall. So I really didn't know Hector until, a couple weeks. I didn't know Hector until, I think, a week after he moved into that house. And, I just, creeped around the trees and was like, yeah, hey, what's up, guys? I was, all socially awkward and stuff.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, and Hector's stepdad was, out, watering the grass. And it was, really awkward.
Yeah.
I was like, hi, can they come out?
I think, and then, after we lived in that third house for, a few months, we moved.
Yeah, they moved into the second house, ironically enough.
Yeah.
And we moved out of the second house.
Into an apartment.
Yeah,
right?
into an apartment. And then they stayed in the second house for, the longest time. And then we bounced through a couple apartments with my mom. And then we came back, and we were in the first house this time. The first house out of the four. Hector was in the second at this point. And I think this was about when Nathan and Presley moved into the third house.
Yeah, they had moved into the third house while we were in the second.
And then we had just started moving into the first house. And, this was a big thing again, because then I was right next to Hector again, Hector being, my best friend. And so we started doing a bunch of random crazy crap. And so, it was just fun because we were living right next to each other. Of course, now we
basically lived with each other.
Yeah, it was just Hector would just kind of pop in our house at random times, and we would all just kind of be like, "Yo, what's up?" and then just go back to whatever we were doing. Was perfectly normal, because at that point it pretty much was normal. And
yeah,
what was I gonna say?
Oh yeah, I want to talk about how we used to always we rode the bus together because we lived on that one straight road.
And so we would ride the bus, and so we did a bunch of random crap on those buses. And one of my favorite things we used to do was remember when we would jump while they were
I was just about to say that
while they were going on the bumps, because we lived on this dirt road, and so there was always a lot of bumps. And so whenever we would ride down that road, we would get in the middle of the aisle and we would jump. And when it went down and we jumped, it would go up and slam us against the ground, or it would just feel like we're floating for a little bit. And the
reason we were able to do this was because we were the last people to get dropped off.
Yeah, because there was nobody else on the bus, and the bus driver always liked us, so we would just do random crap. And so, well, I don't know if Miss Penny was just kind of on the edge with us, I guess.
Yeah, she liked us, she hated us.
Jeez, we used to ride bus too, and I remember that so well.
Oh dang, you actually remember that?
Yeah, I don't know why.
That's insane.
But so we would jump, and one of my favorite things that we ever did on the bus is there was this big bump this one day that had gotten washed out by rain or something.
I remember.
And we both jumped, and we hit the ceiling, man.
It was hilarious.
It was great. And then so we just did a bunch of random stuff, and this one day we had been what we were doing. Let's talk about the bottle flip that one time.
Oh yeah, okay. So this is what we were really into YouTube. So we still are, but we're leaning on the streaming side.
We had my camera, and we were just recording nonstop, but it was just random crap that was
random bottle flips.
Yeah.
So you know what? This is how the video went.
Hector just started recording random bottle flips in the kitchen, then he went outside.
Yeah, because I said if I don't make this, I'm gonna end the video. I threw it over basically a house.
It was this.
And on the other side, it lands.
Yeah, we had this shop that was behind our house, and it was it was just half of a house, but I mean, it was tall as a house, but it was half as wide as our house. And so Hector, from the back porch of our house, given it's probably, 20 feet from 20 feet?
I just randomly throw it.
So he just
chunk the thing.
Yeets the thing. It hits the side of it hits the roof, actually. It hits the roof, bounces over, and it lands on the other side. We don't know it. And Hector's like, bro, I swear, if this lands, and then we turn around and it's just chilling there like a nice little bottle, just like sitting upright, and I just absolutely lose it. I was off in the distance running, screaming around, and Hector was like, ah! It was great.
I'm pretty sure you still have that clip on your camera.
I do. I have it on my camera. I don't have my camera with me, but it's on my camera still. It was great. It was weird because like we were trying to explain that there was nobody on the other side of the house, and I figured like nobody would ever believe us, but
yeah, like that was legitimate. Like we actually flipped. I actually threw the water bottle, and I know exactly what flavor the Gatorade was and how big it was.
Yeah, it was one of the medium-sized Gatorade bottles, and it was one of the.
It was called Arctic Blitz.
Arctic Blitz.
Yeah.
And so like Hector said, oof, that's not gonna sound nice. Like
it didn't sound too bad on my side.
Like when Hector said that this was when we were really into YouTube. Like we were a couple years younger at this point. I think I was maybe 10 or 11 at this point, and Hector's 2 years, right? 15 now.
What are you, 13 right now?
Yeah, I'm 13.
Yeah, I'm 15.
Yeah, just around 2 years, and so Hector was like 13 at that point, I guess. Then if I was 11, so. We were just getting into YouTube at that point, and we were really liking it, so we were trying to get a bunch of content. Now, keep in mind, this was really bad content that we were making, although that one clip was just absolutely outrageous to not put into something, so...
Yeah, like, how could we not put that clip in a video? Like, how is it? It could be its own video. That was insane.
I think on one of your old channels, you put that as just a straight-up video of just that. And so...
Yeah.
With us being into YouTube, like, we stayed into YouTube for a little while. Hector kind of got off the block and just, like, kind of started just appearing in my videos every now and then, and that was just kind of his YouTube experience. And I stayed on YouTube for quite a while. Yeah.
I feel more comfortable doing it that way.
Yeah, just, like, being on my channel, just, like, more part of the crew,
Yeah.
Like, all the big channels, they have their friends that they mess around with usually. And so, like... Hector just kind of appeared in my videos, and I did it for till I'm now, I guess, so another 2 years-ish. I just kept like uploading, and it was fun. I never really had like a consistent upload schedule, and I still don't. I'm really bad about that. But
you just upload whenever you feel
I just kind of feel like it. Just basically. Like I'm like, man, I need to get content out, and then I just record whatever I kind of feel like, and then I just put it out on the channel. Like I've made 4 different Subnautica series. Because I felt like the ones before weren't good, and then the full game came out and stuff. But like I've been kind of transferring from YouTube more into like streaming on Twitch and stuff. So I stream a little more often and stuff.
On the gaming section, your Steam controller's coming in, right? Tomorrow or today, actually.
While we're on the gaming, it's coming in. Yeah, because it's 6:31 a.m. right now. Don't ask why we're up right now recording a podcast, but It's currently Friday, January 4th right now. I don't know if this video will go up then, but I've got a Steam controller coming in that I ordered, I guess, Sunday. And so it's coming in today, and I've never even touched a Steam controller. I've never even seen anything about them practically. I mean, I've seen a couple things about them in the reviews now that I've bought it and stuff. But it's got a trackball instead of a second joystick. It's got your left stick joystick, so that's one of the only familiar things about the controller. But then it's got...
Yeah. I have a question about a game, because I'm thinking about getting it.
What is this game?
It's called Farming Simulator 17. I don't know if it's 17, but it's a number.
Yeah, you're probably thinking of 17 anyway. I just got that recently when I bought the Steam controller as well. It's very fun. I really think you should get it. Maybe we could put that on the channel.
It's sometime. On sale.
Yeah. It's pretty fun. But once you get a PC, if you get that, we can probably put that on the channel. I don't think it has crossplay.
Yeah, so. Farming Simulator 17 is 75% off. So I think that makes it $5 or $10.
Yeah.
Hey, look, hold on.
I think it's $7.25. But with us getting into whenever Hector gets a PC to buy that game, Hector is saving up for a PC right now. So he's going to be in the more PC gaming scheme, which means you'll see us in quite a few more games than just...
a lot more games. Because there's basically only 2 games we can actually play right now, which is Fortnite and Rocket League. Which we'll probably get Rocket League out for y'all soon.
Yeah, we'll try that.
A few.
Maybe sometime next week, I guess. We'll see about that. Ugh, This cat.
Yeah, I had just bought Dead by Daylight, dude. That game's so much fun.
Yeah, I've been debating getting it. It goes on sale every now and then for like $10, so I've been debating getting it. And so like once Hector gets a PC, we're gonna get so much more content, so much more fun content out with us, with just like me and Hector just chilling around and playing games, that kind of stuff. You know, because we'll actually be able to play games. Okay, let's cut here for a second because I'm gonna let my cat out so he doesn't get mad at me. So this is gonna be cut out real quick.
We can just leave it in. It's the podcast. I mean, it's like everything. You know what I mean? Just like talking normal. Alright, so otherwise we're just gonna be getting out a lot more.
Okay,
like,
wait. Alright, and resume. Alright, keep saying what you're saying.
Alright, so we're basically can get out more like
more fun content.
Yeah,
With
like
us,
as soon as I get
actually,
a PC.
Yeah, with us actually like having more games to play and stuff like that.
I added all of y'all.
Yeah.
And so with that being, you know, we can start getting more just more content in general, just like out to you guys. It'll be more fun.
We can, yeah, like there's gonna be a lot more like different content.
Yeah, it's gonna be like ranging more, all that kind of stuff. We're gonna be playing a lot more different games. And like some of the only videos, I think literally the only videos that you guys see Hector in are vlogs, or just videos where we're recording it with a camera rather than a gaming video. So once
kind of like a sit down video.
Yeah, they're usually like that kind of video. But once Hector gets a,
you know,
yeah, stuff like that. Once Hector gets a PC though, that'll definitely be something that we'll be getting more like diverse content out, and that'll be fun. And so with diverse content and how Hector was talking about challenges, there's one video we posted, I don't even know how long ago, I guess it was 2 to 3 months ago now. It was a couple, like 2 or 3 times, like if you forget about those, the last time he came over before all those times, which I guess was 2 or 3 months ago, he and I took my monitor and his PS4 and a bunch of blankets and stuff, and we spent 24 hours in the bathroom, which was not very fun. It was
really uncomfortable.
Yeah, because Hector was in the bathtub for majority of the time, and like we didn't get much sleep. I think I got more sleep than Hector because I was on the floor, and so
I think you actually did get more sleep than I did.
I think I actually got a decent amount of sleep. I probably got like an hour and a half. I say decent amount. That's not a decent amount, but when you're sleeping on a bathroom floor, I guess it is a decent amount. So.
Yeah. But yeah, like, how long have we been friends?
We've been friends for ages upon ages now, so...
Yeah, a lot of years.
I was probably 8, I guess, so you were probably 10 whenever we first met, I guess, at...
So about 5 years.
I swear I think it's been longer than that.
Yeah.
I think we met, like, 2011, so 2011, 2012, around then. It's just a couple more years. I think it's been a little longer. Don't at me on that, but I think that's just about where it's been. And you know, with us being friends longer, my dad, he moved to a new house with his new girlfriend at that point, which is now my stepmom, by the way. And so he moved into her house, and then we got this big house, which this house is absolutely amazing. I love this house so much. And so Hector started coming over here a lot.
I started going over to your dad's, like, when he lived in the first apartment.
Well, yeah, I mean, just like, this is when you started like really coming over to my dad's a lot more than my mom's, at least.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got a pool not all that long ago. And so we messed around in that pool along, and then we'd put the little solar thing that's supposed to keep the pool warm back on at one point. And
I almost died in this pool.
Yeah, Hector decided. I told him, I was like, you know you're not supposed to do that because you're not, like, you can't easily find your way out. But he decides he's going to dive under this. And then I just see his arms start flailing under the thing. And I'm like, just push up on it at least so that you can, like, see where you are.
Yeah,
and this
I almost
dude was just
drowned.
like, yeah, this dude was just like, he put it, like, above it so there was a kind of an air pocket. But, like, I was just sitting there just on the ladder, like, what are you doing? And then I, like, tried to pull it over him, but... Yeah, Hector...
Yeah, but I got out. I'm a survivor, boy. I'm a survivor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. We've done a lot of things. Also, I want to touch on the Bean Boozle challenge. That was
Bean
insane.
Boozle. Yeah, that got quite a few views as well and stuff, and that got quite a bit of good feedback just on the channel in general.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of things saying that like we should do some more sit down videos, me and Hector, stuff like that. And so what we had done.
So probably.
Yeah. So once he comes over, we'll probably do some more stuff.
You remember that one time that we went to Target and just messed around? We found the cat piano from Jeffy.
Oh yeah, we my mom had dropped me, or actually I think it was my sister. She dropped me off. She dropped me and Hector off at just this Target that was down the road, and so he had we were walking down one of the aisles and we found the cat piano that Jeffy messes around with in the videos and stuff. And so we started messing with that for a little while, and then we just started running around doing random crap in the store. And I think
we actually got like the little carts,
the little
and just messed around outside of them.
And we started trying to do donuts outside, but it didn't work very well. You can't do donuts in those things very well. And so
you remember that one time that your sister dropped us off at Main Event? Well, she actually works there.
Yeah.
Which, if you don't know what Main Event is, it's like they have bowling, they have pizza, and they have like
laser
games.
Tag, and they have like games and stuff. And so my sister, she used to work there. She doesn't work there now.
Yeah.
But for every day she worked, she could get 5 cards, and these cards, they had an hour and 30 of unlimited gameplay time. So like you could go into games. Of course, you couldn't win prizes and stuff, only the games that you could literally just have fun on. And you could swipe it and it would start, and it would just be an hour of 30 just of time where you could play as many games as you could with that hour of time. And so me and Hector, we went there I think like 6 different times with those.
Yeah, it was insane.
We had so much fun with
You
them.
know,
And
to this day, I have one of those cards in my wallet. To this day.
I have one of them sitting in my nightstand right now. And so I don't know if it's dead or not. It might be dead. But because she got 5 every day, so every time we would go, she would give us 5 of them. And we couldn't use all 5 of them, so we would give the rest of them away to some people, and like that was one of the more fun parts about it anyway. It's just like,
yeah, because we got to like experience that feeling of us giving something to somebody else.
It wasn't even like some big type thing, but it was just something that would just give this little kid just like this game time that he would have a lot of fun with his family with and stuff,
Yeah, he'd have a lot more fun than we would.
Probably because he's still experiencing that stuff as a kid, So, or he and or she.
And then after we would finish, like, say, like, one time we, just got bored in there. Well, after we gave away the cards, we actually went outside, and there was, like, this trench thing on, like, where it rains.
Yeah, and
like, all the water would go in there so it wouldn't flood.
This drainage pipe, and we had a lot of fun. We would run around, and we started doing wall runs on this little area where there was these stairs, and it was so much fun. And if we ever go back there, that's where we're going.
Yeah, like nothing but parkour. We also found like 6 golf balls in the
and they would
drainage
bounce,
pipe
super far and stuff. And we found this old shopping cart, and from far away, it looked like it had a bunch of stuff. And Hector thought there was a hobo living down in there.
Yeah, I thought there was. Like
I really did
hobo.
look like some shopping cart full of stuff, like you see in the movies with the hobos and stuff. But with the topic of that being like us doing wall runs and stuff and parkour, we kind of got into parkour as a kid. Like when we
got into it like the same time we got into like the YouTube section.
Yeah, I think just about.
Because that was when your dad lived in his first apartment.
It was, I guess it was right about there, yeah. And so
it's your GoPro, because you took it underwater in the pool there.
Yeah.
Hey, heavy shotgun is my setup.
Yeah, so
I believe you still have that video on your channel.
I do to this day, and I want to delete it because it is the utmost cringe, but it has quite a few videos, so I don't want to, views, so I don't want to delete it.
My
but like,
well,
we got into parkour, and we would run around, and there was another friend I had a while ago when we were living in those same apartments. His name was Elijah, and we would do a lot of videos with him, or I did a lot of videos with him. And he's another one of the kids that kind of taught me parkour in general. And we would go around and we would run across these little like car rooftops that you would put your cars under. They were just these little things that like parking garages, but like crappy scaled down versions of parking garages. And so we would do that. and it was just a lot of fun. And so that's when we kind of got into parkour. And then we have this place in our town. It's called Legacy or something, and it is the absolute haven for some parkour. It's great. We got to go there sometime and like do a chase.
I have to bring one thing up.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when we were at your mom's? And we mixed these two drinks together. It made the best. It was the best.
Okay,
it was Mountain Dew Voltage and Barks Root Beer. The best.
I named this video. It was like Mouth Explosion, and I remember that surprisingly well. But what we had done is we'd mixed Mountain Dew Voltage. We had 2 liters of Bark. We had a Barks Root Beer and a Mountain Dew Voltage. We just poured them into one cup, and we poured like a little more Mountain Dew Voltage in one, and more Barks, and then Mountain Dew Voltage in one. And so we both had them, and oh my god, that was so good. And I don't know what it was about that, but it was just great.
It was like legit, like it was good.
It was like Hector. I think like
it was like an energy drink.
Yeah, but it was like it had a little more sweetness to it.
Mm.
And so what happened was like a couple other times when Hector came over, he brought a Barks and a Mountain Dew Voltage, and he showed them to me as he was getting out of his car, and just the flashbacks of that, the nostalgia, man.
Yeah, it was just like the best.
It's so
and
great.
Every
we
time
had so many memories and stuff, just doing random stuff for YouTube and stuff.
Every time like I go over to your dad's or your mom's, we always have to have a bag of dynamites.
I don't know what it is. Like I've got a Ziploc bag full of them just chilling on my bed right now.
I have one right here on my desk.
Yeah, I just kind of snack on.
We should be sponsored.
Yeah, Dynamite is sponsor us. Like I don't know if we get very much advertising, but like sponsor us because we love Dynamite.
We buy everything.
We really do. We like every time he comes over, we have a bag of Dynamites, and I just kind of have a bag of Dynamites on hand at all times.
Same. And like when I go over to your dad's, we always take the bikes to it's like a grocery store.
Yeah, it's a United. I think it's Texas only kind of thing. I don't know. I might be wrong on that.
Yeah, but it's just a grocery store.
It's just like it's some Market Street type stuff, and we would just ride it over there, and we just chill over there. And
always buy a bag of Dynamites.
Yeah, we buy a bag of Dynamites, and we probably get some Monsters. Oh, and should we talk about that one guy when we went late at night?
Oh yeah, dude, it was late.
It was, I think it was probably like 10:30ish.
Yeah.
Our curfew was like 11 at that.
It was 12.
Yeah, it was
12.
midnight. It was midnight, and so we were just trying to come over there real quick, grab a bag of Dynamites and some Monsters, and then get back to home. And we got up to the checkout with our bag of Dynamitas and our Monsters and all that jazz. And so this guy, he's in front of the line with us, and he looks at us and he goes, "How old are you?" And he's like, really?
I had to lie and say I'm 16.
Yeah, I was like, I'm 14, and I was 13 at that point, I think, too. So, because this wasn't even all that long ago.
No, dude, it was like a few months ago.
Yeah, it was. It was like 2 times before the last time you came. I don't know, but he just goes like, "How old are you?" And we tell him that lie, and then he's just like, "Why are you doing out here all late at night?" And I was like, "Oh, he's just staying over, so we're just getting some snacks and some drinks." And he's like, "Monsters, really?" And I was like, "You know how bad those are for you?" And I'm just staring at him like, "Why do you care, bro? Why are you even asking us these questions? You sound like a pedo."
This guy was old.
Yeah, he was probably 60. Maybe, well, no, I don't know about that. Maybe 50.
And the thing is that this was
50s.
a customer. He wasn't even like the
he wasn't
the person
even
that's bringing us up.
He was just ahead in line of us, and he started gathering up his stuff, and he was like, "You boys really shouldn't be out late at this night." And I was I can't speak, but he was like, "You shouldn't be out this late at night." And he had this like pretty deep Southern accent because we're from Texas, and so and I'm just sitting here like. What does this matter to you? Like, are you just trying to tell us that like the second we go outside, you're gonna grab us and put us in the back of your truck or something? Like you're trying to warn us about other pedos or something? And he walks out, and me and Hector, we just look at each other and just like collectively share this memory of like, what the hell was that? And he's just like walking out, and he never bothered us after that. Like we kind of waited a minute inside the store, and then we just like got on our bikes and rode off, and it was just this weird dude. It was fun though. So, and you want to talk about the time we wanted to go to Sonic and You wanted me to just run across the streets.
We're going. Okay, so this street is a 5-way highway, pretty much.
No, it's 6. It's a 6-way.
Oh, is it really?
Yep.
Okay, so it's a 6-way, and we have to cross the 6-way to get to Sonic, which Sonic is like you can get drinks. It's like a restaurant, kind of.
It's like a drive-in type thing.
Yeah, we were gonna go,
and we were just kind of waiting for like a group of cars that it was just like a silent road to just like ride our bikes across. But I didn't want to do it because like every time I swear Hector would be like, it's clear, and then we'd like almost start going over, and then just like cars would start coming out. We're like, okay, let's just head down. So we went to Rosa's, which is a really great Mexican food restaurant.
Really good restaurant.
Yeah, it's great.
Really good Mexican restaurant.
And so we just kind of done that, and we had like combined our money, and we went and got something from Rosa's. We got like some fajitas and burritos and stuff, and that was just great.
Yeah.
And we rode our bikes back, and we stopped at this United. It was the same United, but it was like this.
Yeah, the same United we were talking about.
It was kind of like...
Okay, so the United... Let me explain. So it's the big grocery store, and then there's like a small building in front where you can pump gas.
But it's a convenience store as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so we went in, and we wanted to get Slurpees because that's like practically all we had money enough for at that point. And so we went and we got Slurpees. We got these really large Slurpees, and we tried this pink... Was it pink lemonade or something? Or was it... No,
yeah,
strawberry.
It was pink lemonade. It was pink lemonade. It wasn't strawberry.
Okay. Well, it was $2.40 a pop for these absolutely ginormous like Slurpees or
yeah, they were actually really big,
and those things were so good, and we were just like sipping on them all the way home, and these things are so good. I still get them every now and then. Like I have a tin in my wallet. I could go get one.
Yeah. Last time your mom brought us over, last time she picked me up, actually.
Yeah, I got some. I got like some Monsters and some of those, and
I had a Red Bull.
Yeah, and so like I handed it to him as he got in the car, and he was like, "Oh, thank God," 'cause those things are so good, man.
Yeah, they were really good.
And so this one time, was there anything that happened at that mall that one time that we went? Like was exciting?
No, we really just bought.
Oh, yeah. There was one thing that was exciting, and this was me just being an absolute just. I was so dumb. These two guys, they walk up to us. One of them's got headphones on, like these beats. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, this was hilarious.
Retard. And so he walks up. He's got beats on, and he's like, "Yo, we're trying to sell our mixtape." So he like hands me the headphones, and I put them on, and I'm like, "Okay, cool." And I saw one on a bill because he was like, "Yo, they're $5 a pop," and so I saw one on a bill, and I was gonna pull it out and be like,
"No." He said, "This is what he said." He said, "Because you had asked how much," and he said, "Whatever you got."
No, he said
you opened your wallet.
No, he said they were $5, and then I opened a wallet, and I thought I saw a one, and there was a one in there, which is why I was gonna pull it out because I knew there was a one in there, but it happened to be I just saw the one on a $10 bill, so I pulled it out, and he goes and he gets his friend, and he's like, "Yo, you got a disc on you?" And so I paid them $10, and I'm just sitting here like, what have I done with my life? And I get these 2 discs, and it was just absolute trash because I didn't want to be like. And then I we walked around the store trying to find him for the longest time, and then
we walked around the whole mall
trying to find him.
And we finally found him.
And then I walked up and
he says,
"My
mom doesn't want me buying this."
Yeah, my mom doesn't want me listening to this because that was like the only excuse I could think of. And so he actually gave me the 10 back and told me to keep the discs and like give them to a friend, and they just kind of like laid out in my living room and just got demolished somewhere. I don't know. I don't even know what happened to them. But I felt so dumb. I tried to pull out a 1 and be like, "Yo, this is all I have." So like, but I pulled out a 10, and I saw the 0 after that. It was like, I've already pulled it out. Oh, jeez. Now I'm gonna be like, oh my God.
That was hilarious. It's actually the funniest thing. Yeah.
And so, right next to the mall was this carnival this one time.
Oh yeah, like on the mall grounds, like in the parking lot, they made like a tiny carnival type thing.
They set it up. And so we had gone over, and I think this was at a different carnival. This might have been at like the state fair or something. But they had this.
It probably was.
Anti-grav spinner type thing, where it was like these like little tiles on the walls that you would lay upon, and it would spin, like it would start spinning, and it would be like the gravity as if it was like pulling you towards the wall and stuff. And so what my just retarded I don't even know. I decided that I was going to lay down on the floor with my feet on the wall so that when it started spinning and got to the point where I could walk on the wall. So you know what I did? I walked on the wall. And you, like, when you're doing that, because it's spinning so fast, you have to keep, like, such a wide stance. Or, because, like, the tiles, these slide up and down the wall when it gets, like, to the point. So, like, the tiles will slide up on the wall. So if you don't have a wide stance and the tile slides up the wall, you're done. Like, you're just, like, immediately dropped to the wall, like, at, like, 20 miles an hour, and you're just dust.
Yeah, I love riding those, but when you ride them so much, it just makes you want to, like, puke.
Mm-hmm. It was fun, though. And so we went to the little carnival type thing that was there. What all happened there? Like, we stood in a line for funnel cakes. We stood in there for, like, probably 25 to 30 minutes. And when we got there, oh, we're sorry, we ran out of batter. Or it was like the machine was broken or something, and we were just like, oh.
And then we were waiting to get on a ride for the longest time. This dude went to go take a crap. He took forever. What else had happened?
I don't think anything else really happened on that, but, like, let me open this up again. Okay, so this was a little bit while ago, and I'm surprised we haven't talked about it yet, but Hector had come over. I think this was the last time Hector had come over. We got, like, really hungry in the middle of the night. I think it was, like, midnight or something. Yeah. And so, what happens is, we go in the kitchen and Hector's like, we should make ramen noodles. I was like, I don't want no ramen noodles, because all we had in the pantry was beef ramen noodles, and I like chicken ramen noodles. And so
I don't know why you don't like chicken.
I like chicken. I don't like beef. I don't know why. I just don't like the beef. It tastes odd to me. And so, Hector was like, we should make this, and I don't even remember what it was. And then we ended up making mashed potatoes.
And your dad walked in. He's like, "What are y'all doing?"
It was rice, not pancakes. It was rice.
Was it rice?
Yeah, it was rice. Why are you so close to your mic? Yeah, it was rice. It was rice. It was rice because remember I was like, because it was like you have to use this much butter or something, and we were gonna put butter in it.
Oh yeah.
And then that's what the butter was. And so what happens is Hector decides that he's got butter on a knife. Hector decides that he's just gonna eat it like just into any direction possible. And it just splats against on the ground. Floor. Yeah, it just hits the ground. It just splats against the ground, and it made this like the perfect sound. It
was like, we just laughed so hard for the longest time.
Laughing. We laughed for like 5 minutes straight, and then we cleaned it up, and then we happened to make mashed potatoes, and I called black magic on the mashed potatoes because the mashed potatoes.
Yeah, he calls them black magic
because they were just dehydrated mashed potatoes. I know how it works. Like,
yeah, it's boiling hot water, and then we pour the powder in, and it makes mashed potatoes
instantaneous. And I thought it was gonna take like just like maybe 10 seconds or something, but no, it was just like a second fun. It was just fluffy mashed potatoes. I was like, black magic, and I did not believe it.
Yeah.
Like. It was odd. It was very, very odd. Like, I had a spiritual awakening because of those mashed potatoes.
But they were the best mashed potatoes
ever. They were so good. They were like these bacon mashed potatoes. They had like little bacon bits mixed in with them. And they were so good, man. Like, I don't know. And I think there's another buck or package or whatever.
We've been through so much.
We're making them again.
But there was like 3 other packages.
Oh, there was? Okay. So. Yeah, there was quite
We've been through so much, like so much.
It's crazy. But
so how's school like now?
Honestly, school's been pretty good. What happened?
That's good.
Was come the last days of school, I guess this wasn't all too late of the school, but me and my friends, we started this thing where we called the Dare Square. It's me and 3 of my other friends who I'm not gonna name, but we started this thing called the Dare Square. And I actually am going to name one of them because he's one of my fellow friends that I like. He's one of my best friends, and I've played with him quite a few times. His name's Ivan. And so we just like kind of give each other these dares. And if you don't do the dares, there's like a way bigger dare that's like a consequence type dare. And so we started doing these dares. And what happened was I got dared this one time to walk up to this girl who I'm going to leave unnamed as well. And so I was supposed to go over there and say, hey, now that you're single, because she had just got broke up with a guy who they'd been dating for like 2 days though, so it wasn't all that serious. To go, hey, now that you're single, you want to mingle? And so I walked up and I leaned my arm on the desk, and I was like at a 45-degree angle, and I was like leaning, like trying to do the sexy pose, but she wasn't on the floor or anything, so I was like trying to do it on a desk. And I'm like, hey, now that you're single, you want to mingle? And I was like, I went over the top for it. And then Ivan has to ask someone out. And then he just goes, hey, you want to go out with me? And they're just like, no, okay. It was so boring. And I was like, bro, I practically broke my ankle to go over there. Because I did. Like, it was a real strain on my ankle because, like, the way I had to keep it. And so, yeah.
And you need to start one of these, like, if we go to the mall or, like, go out somewhere,
Just do dares. Yeah, that would be so fun. And then
that'd be so cool. I think we're going to be doing, like, at least one a week.
Once Hector gets a PC, we'll do a video at least once a week.
No, like, a podcast once a week.
Oh, a podcast. Yeah, that'll probably be a good little schedule. And this is just kind of fun. We're just going to be talking about, like, what's happened in the week and stuff like that. And speaking of, has anything cool happened to you this week?
Not
Friday,
really,
to
be honest.
We already talked about the
I really have to think about that
today, and so once I get the Steam controller, we'll probably start recording a Rocket League video, and we'll probably get that out to you guys pretty quick, probably Monday or something. Maybe we can get it tomorrow, or we'll see. But
yeah, Rocket League is really fun and addicting.
It really is. Like, we haven't played it in a while because Hector didn't have PSN, so we couldn't play. And so he got PSN again, of course, and so we've been playing a lot more, and it's been way more fun. But nothing's really happened to me this week, really. Other than it being New Year's week, guys. So it's the 4th. So
we really didn't do nothing for New Year's.
Yeah, we really didn't do anything.
What did I do? No, we just went to like a party.
We didn't even.
Wasn't really nothing much.
Like, we just kind of chilled, and like I fell asleep before it even hit midnight. So. We're lone. I'm a lonely boy. Hector's not a lonely boy right now, but I'm a lonely boy. I'm a very lonely boy on the deep inside. I haven't
been a lonely boy for 5 months.
Oh, so
whole 5 months.
Okay, so you haven't been a lonely boy for a while. Okay, so I got brother zoned. And it was the night of homecoming. How saddened was I? I asked this girl on the beginning of the week. So homecoming is Friday. Let's say this. On Monday, I asked her to the dance. Or to homecoming. She said yes. So I was like super excited because I've been liking this girl for a while. So I was like super excited. I got her mom like Wednesday. And then...
So if she watches this, she's going to know who she is, right?
Yeah, she's going to know who she is. And so right. I'm not going to
hopefully she doesn't watch this.
That's just a terrible thing to do. But so I go over, I give her mom and that kind of stuff. I go over to her house because she lives like right next door to me. And so, come the day of homecoming, we're like, they're all containing us in the gym. Like, they're like, oh, if you're going to homecoming, come to the front gym and stuff. And so we all started chilling in the front gym. And so one of her friends comes up and gives me a bag and is like, here, they wanted me to give this to you. And so, I open it up, it's the garter. So I put all the garter on. I'm like super excited. I'm also excited. And I literally checked after they said this. It was their friend came back up and they were like, hey, you're going as friends. Like, this whole week she had to tell me that she wanted to only go as friends. This whole week. I got her a mom. I was like, you don't do that if you're going as friends. I checked the time. It was 5 minutes before the dance started. She decided to tell me that she wanted to go as friends.
So did like everything still go as planned for you? Like,
no.
Did y'all dance?
No, nothing went as planned. She avoided me the whole dance.
Are you being serious?
Yes, and then I heard,
no, I would have been like, give me that mom back.
And then I heard from somebody else in my class, who I'm also not going to name, that at church at some point she had called me, that she said that I was like a brother to her, and I was like,
I would have been like, oh no.
I know, and it was a $60 mom, bro.
That's insane.
And the worst part about it, I still wore the garter. She didn't even wear the mom. I was like, who in the hell do you think you is? And she just like avoided me the whole dance. Like, I even talked to one of her friends and she was like, go dance with her. I was like, I can't. She literally won't let me. So yeah, there's that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the only like new addition to my setup is really just I hung the TV on the wall and it pops out more.
Yeah, okay, so like I changed my setup. This is actually a pretty big thing. I changed my setup like entirely. Like what happened was I like regularly I had my desk pushed against my wall and my TV was just on my desk and stuff and like I was facing the wall. But now I've completely just like pivoted the setup. And so it's facing out into my room now. The back of my TV is like facing out into the room or the back of my monitor. And so I'm like completely changed so that when I'm recording, all it can see is my white wall, which I'm probably going to get a green screen at some point.
Didn't you actually make a video about this?
I did, but I didn't show the actual setup because I'm a retard, but I did make a video about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's like the only addition that I've made to my setup. I was gonna get a new chair. Like I was gonna get a real nice. It was like a DX Racer-esque. It was like an off-brand DX Racer. You know, it was like $120. I figured because with the amount of time I spend at my desk all day, I figured it would be a worthy investment. Getting a real good, comfy, nice chair. And so I was gonna get that.
If you actually get a new one, you should let me have your old one.
Yeah, the one I have now is just like a executive chair, and it's nice. It's real comfy, but it's kind of tearing up a little bit. So I figure I could probably get a new one soon.
Dude, I have a really bad chair. Like it hurts. Like me sitting here for hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like I sit here for hours and hours a day.
Same. But like, I figure.
Like I sit on this chair more than I like lay on my bed.
I do that too. Like, and with the chair I wanted to get, it could fold 180 degrees, and so like I could.
Yeah, dude, I seen these. Yeah, I seen those.
That's the one.
I also saw this meme where like there's this guy laying on the chair. It was like, I wish I could trust people like this guy trusted this chair, and he was laying down like that.
But we went to Walmart. Me and my dad, we went to Walmart. We were gonna look for the chairs, but this was like 2 days after Christmas, so this was the 27th, and so there were no like actual chairs that I actually could have wanted and stuff, and so I ended up just getting Red Dead Redemption 2. Which I'd like to put on the channel, but I need like a capture card or something for that. It would just be a pain in my butt to do it otherwise.
Get in Elgato. I don't think they're that expensive if you get like maybe the older model.
Maybe. We'll see about that someday. But so since there wasn't chair, I ended up getting that. And then I got a $50 Steam gift card, which led to me getting Farming Simulator, Stick Fight the Game, which once Hector gets a PC, we're going to be definitely playing that. And next time he comes over, we're also going to be playing that, because next time he comes over, I'll definitely have the Steam controller, because I'm going to be getting that today. And so I also bought the Steam controller with that $50 Steam gift card, because everything was on sale, so I got everything on a pretty good deal. And I also got the Steam Link forever ago, and it was on sale for $2.50, and with shipping, it was $10 flat.
And how much is that normally?
It's $50 normally, and then there's shipping on top of that $50, so it's probably $60-ish normally.
Mm-hmm. That was a really, really good deal.
Yeah, and I got it for $10. I don't think it's worth $60, but $10, it's more than worth $10. So I think it's probably around like a $30 type thing, maybe $35 type thing. And we'll see.
One game that I really wish they would crossplay is Grand Theft Auto. Dude, GTA 5.
We would have so much fun. I already would have had a bunch of content up on that if me and Hector could play with that. It's so much more fun when you can play with your friends and stuff.
It is way more fun.
And so once Hector gets a PC, that'll definitely be a game that we're going to be doing some funny moments, episodes, stuff like that. And so, with that being said, once Hector gets his PC, you guys can go ahead and give us I'll tell you guys when Hector gets his PC, and you'll definitely know, because there will be quite a bit more content coming out and stuff, and you'll obviously know because Hector will be in a lot more videos. But I'll tell you, and you guys can put in the comments what kind of games you want Hector and me to get, and we can try and play those together and try and get those onto the channel. And hopefully by then, once we start getting a more consistent upload schedule, because at that point, it won't even be just my channel anymore. It'll be like Hector and my channels combined, because just about every video will be with him. More than likely, at least. And
I really, really like imagine just be able to play like any game together, you know? Like we have options. Like right now it's either Fortnite or it's Rocket League.
Those are the only two options. But like I got over 200 games on Steam right now. So if Hector got like any of those 200 games that are multiplayer, like we could play that together instantly. Like we wouldn't even have to worry about it, like having to figure out if you can cross play with it, that kind of crap. And so like if it's games that we don't have, we'll probably try and get them, and then we'll probably try and get them like out to you guys. We'll probably record them and do that stuff. So that'll be more fun. Okay, guys, so we're back. I went and got a drink as well, so if you hear me sipping on that, or whenever you hear it open or something. Now, what were we talking about just before?
Yeah, I'm also eating cereal, so like if y'all hear that, cereal.
But like, I think we were talking about you getting games and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys can, like, even now, because Hector still does, he has a Steam account, so he can still get games right now. But if you guys have any suggestions for us that you want us to play once he gets a computer, you guys can go ahead and even leave them down, like in the comments of this video, of this podcast. And like he said earlier, we'll probably be doing these podcasts at once a week-ish. We'll probably be putting them around Friday to Saturday. With that being the end of the week, we'll have more stories to tell, stuff like that. And so,
no school.
This one might be a little bit longer and or shorter than some of the rest of them, because I don't know, I guess just didn't have as much time to prepare. We just it was kind of a spur of the moment thing that we wanted to do a podcast, but at the same time we had been thinking about it and reflecting on it for probably about the past month. And so decided what we were going to do for just kind of the spur of the moment. We'll kind of get some laid out for what we were going to do. And we've talked about quite a few more than we've put down for stories and stuff. So you're going to hear more than what we've just like got put down in a notepad somewhere, for sure, every time. And so like the past few days, no, I completely forgot what I was going to say, kind of. Or not the past few days, what was the thing? I guess, like, the past day, because me and Hector have been playing since, like, 2 a.m. now. We've been playing just games and stuff. And so, it's now 7 a.m. over here. And so, like, me and Hector have been playing for a while. And so we'll probably be playing a lot more, like, just, like, throughout the weeks now, just getting content ready for podcasts, stuff like that. And we'll try and record some Rocket League footage and stuff.
Yeah, hopefully it goes really good.
See how that goes, and we'll try and get that out to you. Which I'll probably be editing this video for the next hour and a half, because we're already almost at an hour, so... Also, sorry if I sound kind of scratchy, guys. I've been sick the last few days. That's what I was going to say. I was going to say the past few days I've been sick a little bit. And so I was going to say, like, if I sound kind of nasally or just congested or a little scratchy every here and there, that's probably why. Have you been sick in the past?
I actually haven't, dude. I haven't been sick in the longest, like, time. I don't know how or why.
Good, at least. I wouldn't question it. Just enjoy being able to breathe through both nostrils. That's all I can say. But I don't know what else. What else do we want to talk about today? We want to talk about just like I don't know, just the way YouTube's changed us over the years. The way that kind of stuff, like streaming, YouTube, just like social media, that kind of stuff, just like putting ourselves out there. I'm leaning more to like how I've been trying to do it. Now. I have been doing for the past couple of years now. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning more to streaming, but I still am posting, posting just like videos here and there.
Yeah,
which,
a lot
like
more.
I said, once Hector gets a PC, we'll post some more, like, consistently. And so, but if you guys do want to see a little bit more content, a little bit more often, I will be streaming quite more often, more than likely. And I don't know what I'll be streaming at all times, but like, I'll probably just be streaming like a bunch of different random games, or I'll just be streaming like some IRL stuff. Like my last stream was a Christmas Eve stream, and I had drawn a bunch of characters from Fortnite and stuff. Or I drew one character for like 2 hours straight, and he turned out semi-okay, I guess. But I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions for games I should stream or record, you can go and put those down in the comments as well. You got anything, Hector?
But yeah, like you said, probably like most likely one a week we'll be putting out.
Yeah, with the podcasts, we'll try and get a bit of we'll try and get like a hefty amount of content into each podcast. But
yeah, we basically talked about everything that we
just
like,
about run ourselves
wanted to
dry
talk
for
about
this
and everything
week,
that has
so.
popped up.
Yeah, it's just kind of sprung into our mind.
Yeets.
So I think we're gonna end this podcast here.
Krusteazy, boys.
So this has been the Krusteazy podcast, episode 1. So see you guys, I guess, in the next podcast. And so yeah, peace out, everybody.